Hey everybody, and welcome to Binder Minder. And Tarkir has been out for a little while. We went on vacation. We kind of missed out on the initial launch. We didn't get to the pre-release. The only thing that we've done with Tarkir so far is while we were on vacation, we did stop into a couple game stores and picked up two collector boosters, one for my wife and one for me. We didn't have anything too crazy of a hit. I think both of us had cards that were about $10, $12, $13, somewhere in that range. So nothing too crazy. So there's collector booster boxes, play booster boxes. For the collector booster boxes only, there are a couple things that are exclusive. There is a serialized card. There's one serialized card it's out of 500. It's a Mox Jasper. The set does have a couple exclusives in here. They have the Ghost Fire art. Instead of the Japanese art, they have Ghost Fire, and those are available with just regular, and they also have a Halo foil version of them. There are both play boosters and collector boosters. They have special guests, and half of the special guests, so 5 special guests, are all the ultimatum cards. The other 5 are fetch lands. The fetch lands are available in collector boosters. There's a chance you can pull a dragon scale foil fetch land as opposed to the regular foils. Then the play boosters have only regular fetch lands and regular non-foil ultimatum as well. And then the collector boosters also have 2 sets of lands. So they have regular full art lands that have like a dragon design, and then there's a rare Dragon Eye land. Those are doing really well for value as well. The base cards are sitting between $5 and $7 to $8 for non-foils, and then the foils, which is crazy to me, the foils are $10 to $20. And I mean, it's hard to say if they're going to go up or down at this point, but we are past launch, and they are not currently going down. So those are pretty hard to come by. And from what I've seen, just from watching people do unboxings, a lot of times you're seeing maybe 1 non-foil and 1 foil per box. Sometimes you get a little lucky and get a little bit more than that, but it's usually 1 per box for each type in a collective box. Beyond that, let's see. There are, as usual, you've got commander cards in there. And both play boosters and collector boosters have the borderless cards that are reversible with the dragons. They have a standard artwork on the front, and then if you flip it over, they have a younger version of that. And then the other treatment that you'll probably see quite a bit in these things, and it's available in both, but you'll see more in the collector boosters, is you're going to see the borderless clan cards. Those have a lot of black, and the idea behind those is in the background. Not only do they have the artwork of the creature, but then they have the clan symbol in the background of the art in the clan colors as well, which is pretty neat. But those seem to be kind of controversial. Some people don't like the black, some people do. They are different. There is also a showcase treatment, which I think looks great. It has like a dragon treatment around the edges. Those can be available in play boosters or collector boosters as well. And for the first time, we're seeing borderless sagas, which are pretty cool looking. So there's a bunch of stuff that you can catch in these things. As far as commons, uncommons, there's no commons or uncommons over $1. We'll be keeping an eye out for the Tempest Hawks. They're not really worth a whole lot right now. I think they're 63 cents on the market price right now. They did finally drop down, but those are one of those any number of cards, named Tempest Hawk kind of cards, or relentless cards is what some people call them. And I like those kind of cards, and so I'm hoping to pull a couple. I've already got a few on order. I want to build a deck around them, but yeah. So anyhow, this is my wife's box. She's going to start things off with the collector booster box, and she usually has a good luck. So, well, we'll see if she pulls the serialized card, see if she gets the dragon scale card. I don't know. We'll see. I'm really hoping we see a dragon scale card in one of our boxes, though, because they look amazing from what I've seen. I imagine they're even better in person. So, be right back. Let her swap seats with me, and we'll get going.
Are we going? Oh.
I'll just open up my hands.
I'm going to open it with my hands.
It won't take forever.
It's not going to take forever. There you go. It's going to take forever. So fancy. Oops, sorry, guys. So what am I looking for?
Well, your first card is going to be a token, and then right behind it is going to be your biggest hit. So the biggest hits: Yugen, the Elspeth, Draco Genesis, Craterhoof. Those are the biggest hits, and I think that those are all mythics. The camera down so you can. It's one of the borderless sagas. It's the regular full art land. And that right there is the new dragon scale treatment. I think that's pretty cool. From what I've seen, it seems like most boxes get a special guest. Most boxes, or pretty much all boxes, seem to get one of the special treatments.
Dragonologist.
But the Halo foils are pretty rare. One per full case of 6 boxes or more. Another regular land. There's your special guest. You got an ultimatum. That is a big hit right there. Borderless Elspeth.
No.
It is kind of it's kind of a shame that there's that half of the special guests are they just don't really have any value, and that they kind of make it a bummer to pull one of those. And now the odds of getting more special guests are a lot lower. I've actually seen people pull more than one special guest from a box, but so the Mox Opals, they have the special, they have the obviously the serialized version, and there's 2 other treatments. The base card has dropped down in price. I think it's about $20, and it's $30 for the Dragon Scale version of it. But it's still, while it's not a typical Opal hit, it's not too bad. One of the lands, there you go. You haven't hit one of the islands yet, have you?
Mm-mm. At the leopard.
That's a good hit. Is that foil, by the way?
No.
That's not foil. So she pulled one of those at the LGS when we were down in Atlanta. No, I'm sorry, down in Florida for that one. That was a foil. You're hitting the lands like crazy.
Yeah, it's... This move up waters.
Still no Dragon Eye lands though. What you got? Ooh, that's a good hit. Crater Oath Behemoth. It's not the Halo, yeah, it's a Halo foil, but it is the English version. Is that regular land as well? I didn't see it.
What land? Yeah. That's regular land.
There you
There
go.
it is.
What do you think?
Cool.
Foil too.
Hey, guess what I got? Hell the fuck yeah.
Foil too. That's a big hit. Another Dragon Eye, the forest.
Meow.
cool looking. You see the...
Oh, the flip
You
card.
want to see the flip card? Yeah.
I was like, kind of looks the same.
All right, so I'm going to swap places with her, and we'll get everything scanned in, see what everything totals up to, and see how she did on her box. Okay, so I'm back. I've got everything scanned in. As far as what my wife's collector booster box pulled, all of this right here, like I said earlier, pretty much none of the collector or the commons or the uncommons are worth over $1. I think there's a couple foils that pop in over $1, but so most of that's don't really have to worry about right now. For $1 to $2 cards, she got a little decent stack there. It's not too bad. And like I said, let's see. I don't know if any of those. There's an uncommon right there. So the one uncommon, yeah, just one uncommon ended up being over $1, but it was because it was a foil. But over $2, she did have a pretty good stack. So she got 2 stacks here. This is all the stuff that's under $5. Not too bad. The special guest there, even foil. This thing barely comes in over $2 with foil. It's crazy. A lot of the commander cards and stuff come in that $2 to $5 range. But it's the stuff that's over $5 that's the most interesting in this set. So, like I said, these Dragoneye lands, the non-foils, these things are pretty much $5 or more. For the non-foils, this Forest was $5.93. Storm Scale, Scion, and foil, that's $6.71. This Zergo Stormrender is $6.73. That's one of the commander cards. The Storm Scale Scion with the showcase treatment is $10.58. It goes up quite a bit with that showcase treatment. The Urini, the Song of Unending, that is $10.60 for this one in non-foil. And then her Swamp, she got a foil Swamp Dragoneye. This is $12.94. The Corey Steel Cutter, and this card is really popping off as far as price goes. It's going up, and I'm not really surprised. I think people were what I'd seen. People weren't really expecting this to be the hit that it is, but I'm not really sure why. Because it's with prowess, it pops out 1/1 white monk creatures. So with prowess, this is kind of perfect for those mono red standard decks. So the Corey Steel Cutter and the I can't even think of the name of it now. The black treatment is $14.09. Voice of Victory is $15.30. Mysterized Village non-foil is $15.54. The Draco Genesis in foil with the showcase treatment is $26.10. Her English Craterhoof Behemoth is $43.29. And then her Elspeth, this is the borderless Elspeth Stormslayer. This is $43.80. Pretty big hits on those last couple cards. I don't think you can ask for too much. Obviously, there's other big cards, but the Craterhoof is a pretty popular card, even though it did get reprinted just in the last set. Total though, so I asked her what she thought, and that's after I told her a couple of these prices, but she said she felt like the box was maybe like $110, $120. I think she was a little down on it. She didn't think that it was too big of a hit. But with these big hits, she didn't do too bad. So we got a great deal on these things, and these things are going up in price. Let me double check the price here right now. Tarkir. Okay, I double checked the price. The collector booster box is currently on TCG Player selling for $389.99. That's the cheapest one you can get right now, which is crazy, honestly. I know this is a really popular set, but that is a crazy price. We pre-ordered ours. We got a great deal. I think we paid $185 a box. So as always, you make your best deal on how much you spend on the box in the first place. You can risk it and wait until the set gets popular and then want to try to get one at these crazy prices, or you can get one pretty early on. But of course, you are gambling that the set's going to be good. So anyhow, so she said it was 110 to 120. We paid 185. Her box with just the dollar or more cards was 266.22, and her box with everything. The only thing I did not scan are the full art lands that are not dragonized. That was $295 in total. So 266, or I'm sorry, 262, 266.22, and 295 for the pricing, depending on if you count all the cards or just the dollar or more. Either way, we did really well on this box, even though she didn't feel it. You know, big hits and a whole bunch of good meaty $2 to $5 cards and stuff like that. And of course, that doesn't count all the other cards you get too. So it is exciting that we get a nice start on this set. It's a nice change after Aetherdrift just completely failing us over and over and over again. Sets like this that are popular, though, the prices do well typically. So it is exciting to finally have a set that's like that. Anyhow, that's it. That's all we're going to check out today. Next up, she is going to dive into her Play Booster box. So we'll get to see what the Play Booster box looks like before I get into any of my stuff. Until then, though, like, subscribe, ring the bell to be notified, and we'll see you soon. Thank you. Bye.